What's up everyone, we are back again with another challenge video for the Ark Society mission in Isle of Sgàil. This time we will cover the final countdown, Little White Lies, Straight Shot, Hold My Hair, Village Idiot, Magpie, Mission Story Final Club, and Promotion. We'll start off at the chapel this time around. I'm going to smuggle in an ICA flash phone at the gatehouse, bring a silenced pistol, durian, and a briefcase with a calmer tranquilizer. Let's get started out of the cutscene right away, and we'll pull out our tranquilizer from our briefcase, and then we'll switch over to our pistol, aim around the corner, and shoot down that cage. There will be 7 commemorative tokens in there you can pick up, and hopefully you'll get lucky on the drop and you'll be able to pick up all 7 of them. Sometimes they get stuck underneath the debris of the cage. If that happens, you can either shoot them out of there to get them to fling out from underneath, or it's easier just to restart and try again. But now we'll distract one of these guards over here. Now we'll knock him out and take his disguise. Now let's head inside, and right around the corner there's our next coin next to this candle. Next room over in the far corner, there's another coin next to the candle there. Now we'll head out of the hole in the wall and take a left, and there's another coin right there at the bottom of the stairs. And we're going to go in here and toss a coin at the bottom of that window to distract the initiate that's out here. Grab the wrench on that crate.
Who is throwing stuff around here? Come on!
Once he's behind the curtain, we can knock him out. We'll pick up all the coins. Then we'll drag him and hide his body in this box back here. Now let's go back to the end of this little hallway and hop through the window. We'll take a left and go through these doors back outside. Our next coin is right on that ledge next to this candle. And we'll hop up this ledge,
What's with that weird bird
run under this overpass, and there's another coin next to the candle right by this box. We'll round the corner and climb up the wall. The next coin is right here next to the cannon. Now we'll slide back down the wall, turn around, and the next coin is right here in the gargoyle's mouth. And since we're here, let's go ahead and shoot the camera on that wall. Then we'll go to the right and take the ladder to the top level here. Take a left at the top. There's another coin right here on this ledge. And now the next coin is going to be on the railing of that little bridge right there. But since we have an enforcer guard, let's go ahead and let him walk towards the end of the bridge. We'll shoot a bullet across the way to distract him. Grab our coin, and then before we leave, let's pull out our pistol and shoot down the cage that's above the little dance floor there. Now let's head down the stairs. We'll make a right, shimmy along the ledge, once we're off the ledge, we can go ahead and hop in this window. We'll grab our ICA phone from the smuggle spot there. Our next coin is on the crates next to this candle by the event staff right there. Now we'll head back downstairs, and to avoid that enforcer by the gate, we'll just take this door on the left and go back out this door on the right. And we'll head behind the bar. There's another coin on the shelf behind there. Grab the 3 coins that are on the floor that dropped out of the cage that we shot down just a little bit ago.
You're well?
Now we'll head inside here and jam up against this wall. Head through this door. There's another coin on the crate right there. You just stay against that wall, the camera won't spot you, and then we can run underneath the camera. Our next coin is on this round little shelf that's over here.
One of the downsides of a middle-class upbringing.
Now there should be a woman initiate walking back here very shortly.
Suite with the oaken floors. Set me back a cool 99 million. But hey, probably tax.
So let's get ready for her. Once she rounds the corner, we'll open the door to the bathroom and toss a coin. She should be the one that's distracted by that since she's the closest. Once she's here, let's open the door and place another coin in the bathroom to drag her deeper into the bathroom, and then we'll knock her out. She drops another 3 coins. Now let's hide her body in the closet before we leave. We'll take a left and go through this next door and slide down this ladder. The event staff woman at the end of this tunnel has 1 more coin that we can grab. So we'll knock her out, grab that coin, and make sure to grab our wrench. Then we'll head back up the ladder. We'll head straight out this door and then out the door that's up here on the left. Then take a right.
Good.
Go in this room where they're having the meeting with the initiate. That will start revealing our mission story. Let's go into this little side room and pull out our pistol. We'll shoot that vase, and there's another 2 coins in there. If for some reason you can't grab both of them, it's just because the debris is covering them up. But don't worry, that debris eventually does disappear.
To collect enough tokens, undergo the polygraph test with the chairwoman. If you're deemed worthy, you get promoted Dark member.
It was nothing.
So, every year.
Now that we have that mission story revealed, we're going to distract this initiate back into this room. You can just bump into him and then come and place a coin on the floor right inside the door. Then we'll shut the door and take out our wrench and knock him out.
Too shabby.
Grab whatever coins are left on the floor. We've already got the 30 for our Magpie challenge. Then we're just going to kind of drag his body up against the door there for a minute. We'll leave him there until later. Let's run across the room to the staff-only room and hop out the window. It looks like the Constant is outside overlooking the show that the musicians are putting on right now, which is perfect. Our next order of business will be knocking him out.
That must be Janus's casket, but still, no body.
So we're going to climb up this wall all the way up to the bridge. You can see Sophia Washington and her bodyguard walking up the stairs right now, so we'll just hang out and let them pass before we go inside. Once we're in here, let's head over towards the storage room. We're going to toss a coin to distract one of the guards back here. So you can toss one to distract him and drop another one right inside the door.
Noise was? Do you mind? Go.
Wow. What?
So then he will spot that and come inside the door, and you can knock him out. We'll take that disguise. Make sure you shut that door on your way out. Then we'll get behind the Constant with our Calmer Tranquilizer out. Yeah, right when he's at the top of the stairs, we'll go ahead and tranquilize him. Then just find a good spot to put your flash phone. We're going to use that just a little bit later to control the whole situation for our final countdown timer. But let's go back into storage and hide this body, and then we're going to hop back into our regular guard disguise. We'll leave that elite guard disguise up here for later on. Now let's hop over the railing of the bridge and slide all the way back down. We'll bump into that guard just to mess with his timing for later on in the mission.
I have been planning the Founders Week for over a month.
We're going to head down these stairs and go through this door from this side. That will make sure it's unlocked for us later on. And now we'll head back down to where they were having the meeting where our mission story was revealed. We'll grab our initiate disguise.
The venture capitalist.
Good work, 47. You've got all the tokens needed.
Then we'll head straight out of here and to the left across the little dance floor again.
There was an ornate door near the courtyard. Hand in your tokens there.
Then we can knock on this door right here. We only need 10 of the commemorative tokens to give to the guard.
Initiate, let's see those tokens.
Once we give those to him, he will call Zoe Washington and she will start heading down here for our little meeting.
Hey, Miss Washington.
And the reason I have it set up the way I do is because I was leaving the constant knocked out where he is, and then I was letting Sophia Washington and her bodyguard find him, but then they would never wake him up. So this way, I leave him up there knocked out, and then we use the flash phone to distract somebody else back there to spot his body, and then he will eventually be woken up, and that's what triggers him to escape in the helicopter, and that will trigger a 5-minute timer for the final countdown challenge. So we're going to pull the trigger on our ICA phone at the exact perfect moment to make sure that we kill Zoe right after that 5-minute timer starts, and then we'll have plenty of time to make it back upstairs to kill Sophia. So once you see Zoe Washington coming down all of these stairs and she's just about on the same level that you are, let's go ahead and pull the trigger to that flash phone. That will distract somebody from the Architect Lounge up there to find the Constant's body.
This is a polygraph machine hooked up to an ECT device. That's short for electroconvulsive therapy, and I assure you it packs quite a punch. In a moment, Ms. Zoe Washington is going to ask you a series of questions, and I suggest you answer truthfully, or the machine will
Right
know.
when Zoe walks into this room, that will finish off our mission story. She'll go through a whole bunch of dialogue before she finally starts asking us questions.
So, you made it this far, Initiate, but now the real test begins. Is the machine operational?
The ECT device is set to medium voltage. I don't recommend going higher than that. This setup is still largely untested.
Well, as long as the Initiate speaks the truth, we won't need to. First question. Are
The
you the
Constant
best
has been
in your
alerted,
field?
47.
And right after she asks that first question, let's go ahead and make a save. And this time around, we're just going to answer with the truth. Answer, yes, we are the best in our field.
You should be heading straight for me. Do not
Very good.
engage. I repeat,
Now,
do not
are you going to break
engage.
the law?
I'll handle this.
Answer yes once again to the second question.
Yes.
He's not lying.
I see. And can you keep a cool
Can
head
we keep a
under
cool
pressure?
head under pressure? Answer yes once again.
Yes.
True.
Interesting. Well, you're just perfect, aren't you? Maybe a little too perfect. Are you a reporter working for the liberal media?
Are we a reporter from the liberal media? No.
Checks out.
Once we've answered all of those questions honestly, she will say that's all she needed to hear.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. Congratulations, Initiate. You have passed the test.
We pass the test, and
Follow
then
me.
right when we stand up out of our chair, that will get us the promotion challenge. She will lead us out here to put on our Archean robe.
Have the anesthetic ready.
You can go through all of that if you want to, but from here we're going to load up our save. And now we're going to answer all of the questions dishonestly. So we'll answer no, we are not the best in our field, because obviously 47 is.
I'll handle this.
Why would you lie when the truth plays in your favor? Do you think this is some kind of joke, Initiate? If so, trust me, you are sorely mistaken. Amp up the voltage.
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
Now, let's try something else. Are you a follower of Our Lady
Second
Founder,
question, do we
Janus?
follow Janus? We'll answer yes, because 47 obviously does not follow him. You can start seeing the puddle of water start sparking up now.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing, Initiate, but I'm warning you. Do not test me again. Increase the voltage.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have
Third
an
question, do we
ulterior
have an
motive for being
ulterior motive for being here? Obviously we do, so we'll answer no.
False. Enough. Don't say I didn't warn you, Initiate. You brought this on yourself.
And now for her last question, she'll be standing right in that puddle of water. Sounds like the Constant has just escaped, so we'll wait for that timer to start up before we answer this last question.
Clear yet,
How far this thing
47.
goes.
You need to
Could be
take down the
dangerous.
Washington twins, and fast, before they activate the kill switch. Go, now. The clock is
Moment
ticking.
of truth, Initiate. Are you pretending to be someone you're not?
Are we pretending to be somebody we're not? Well, yes we are, so we'll answer no. Since they cranked up the voltage all the way, that will electrocute her in that puddle and get us the Little White Lies challenge.
Nice work.
Now we can grab the things that she dropped and run through this door on the right. Hop through this little hole in the wall to the kitchen freezer. Now we'll turn on the ice machine and then turn that back off. We'll wait for one of the kitchen staff to get in here and we'll take his disguise. Now let's run out of the freezer and take a right and another right. We'll go out this door and then go through the door that's on the right that we came through and unlocked earlier. We'll run to the back side of the building and climb up the wall that we climbed up earlier. Bump into that guard once again so he doesn't walk back and spot us climbing up the wall here. And remember that we left our elite guard disguise in the storage room up here, so we can go and grab that once we're inside. There might be one of the Ark members infinitely trying to grab that ICA phone and just can't do it. Sophia and her bodyguard just walked by. Now we're in the all clear. Let's head back into the storage room and grab that guard disguise. And if Sophia is talking to a whole bunch of people, let's just go ahead and bump into all of those people. That will get her to walk away. Then we can drop the durian next to her and make sure that she's the only one affected by that. That will make sure that she is the one that goes into this bathroom.
Nice job. You need some help here?
But now we can hang out in the bathroom and wait for her. Her bodyguard will stand on the outside of the door there. So once she's to the toilet, let's go ahead and make a save. And first we'll pull out our pistol and shoot her in the head for the straight shot challenge. That will also get us the final countdown challenge since we killed both of the twins after the timer had already started.
Now head towards an exit. We're done here.
Now we can go ahead and load up our save. We'll get behind her and hit the button prompt to drown her in the toilet. And that will be the last of the challenges that we're covering in this video, so let's head towards an exit that we haven't used yet. We'll head through that room and then go down these stairs.
Now head towards an exit. We're done here.
Shimmy over on the ledge and slide down the wall here to the bottom level. Then we'll go to the front of the building and hop in this window, hide behind these tall crates and shoot that camera. And since we're wearing the elite guard disguise, we're not trespassing in here, so we can just run into the next room and run straight up the middle in between all the crates, and you can exit on this ladder that's in this giant hole in the ground. And that will be everything for this video. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, requests, or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you liked this video and found this video helpful, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy the content that I produce and want to keep up with any future videos or projects that I'm working on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.